Students, in this video we are solving the remaining sums of exercise 5.2 of the lesson index numbers. Question number 5. If P01 of L, that is Laspeyres price index number, is equal to 90 and Pachier's price index number is equal to 40, find P01 of DB, that is Dorbish-Bauli's, and P01 of F, Fisher's index number. Now, given P01 of L and P01 of P values, we will be writing first and then use the formula P01 of DB is equal to P01 of L plus P01 of P divided by 2. Now, we will substitute the values and simplify. We will get 65. Now, P01 of F, Fisher's price index number, is equal to root of P01 of L into P01 of P, that is root of 90 into 40, which is equal to root of 3600 is equal to 60. Question number 6. If sigma P0 Q0 equal to 140, sigma P0 Q1 equal to 200, sigma P1 Q0 equal to 350, sigma P1 Q1 is equal to 460. Find Laspeyres, Pachier's, Dorbish-Bauli's and Marshall-Edwards price index numbers. So, given quantities written first. Then first one, Laspeyres price index number. Write the formula. P01 of L is equal to sigma P1 Q0 upon sigma P0 Q0 into 100. Substitute the given values and simplify. We will get 250. Then Pachier's price index number. Write the formula P01 of P is equal to sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q1 into 100. After substituting the values and simplifying, we will get 230. Then Dorbish-Bauli's price index number. Formula is P01 of DB is equal to P01 of L plus P01 of P divided by 2. Using Laspeyres and Pachier's index number, we can write Dorbish-Bauli's index number. And substitute the values that we obtained already, 250 and 230. And simplifying, we will get 240. And Marshall-Edwards price index number is P01 of ME is equal to sigma P1 Q0 plus sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q0 plus sigma P0 Q1 into 100. Substitute the values and after simplification, we will get 238.24 as Marshall-Edwards price index numbers. Question number 7. Given that Laspeyres and Dorbish-Bauli's price index numbers are 160.32 and 164.18 respectively, find Pachier's price index number. We know the relation between Dorbish-Bauli's, Laspeyres and Pachier, that is P01 of DB is equal to P01 of L plus P01 of P divided by 2. And substitute the given quantities, that is Dorbish-Bauli's price index number given, substituted the value, and P01 of L, Laspeyres price index number given and wrote the value, then P01 of P divided by 2. Now, 2 into 164.18, that is 328.36 is equal to 160.32 plus P01 of P. Now, P01 of P is equal to 328.36 minus 160.32. After subtraction, we will get Pachier's price index number as 168.04. Question number 8. Given that sigma P0 Q0 is equal to 220, sigma P0 Q1 is equal to 380, sigma P1 Q1 is equal to 350 and Marshall-Edwards price index number is 150. Find Laspeyres price index number. Now given quantities are written first, then we know the formula P01 of ME, that is Marshall-Edwards price index number, is equal to sigma P1 Q0 plus sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q0 plus sigma P0 Q1 into 100. Substituted the values given and simplification, that is sigma P1 Q0 is not given. So we will first calculate this value from the given quantities After simplification, we will get sigma P1 Q0 is equal to 900 minus 350 equal to 550. Now we need to calculate last payer's price index number. That is, last payer's price index number is equal to sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 into 100. Substituting the value of sigma P1 Q0 and sigma P0 Q0, and after simplification we will get last payer's price index number as 250. Find x in the following table if last payer's and past price index numbers are equal. Given quantities are written in the table. Commodities are A, B, price 2, base year price is 2, and quantities 10, 5, current year price is 2x, quantities 5, 2. Here the current year price of B is not given. So we need to calculate that using the condition given, that is last payer's and past year's price index numbers are equal. And construct the table with the product P0 Q0, P1 Q0, P0 Q1, P1 Q1, and find the total of sigma P1, that is total sigma P1 Q0 and sigma P1 Q1. Sigma P0 Q0, sigma P0 Q1, and write the quantities that is the sum of these products. Now using the quantities obtained in the table, we will write last payer's price index number, which is equal to sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 into 100. And substituting the values, P01 of L is equal to 20 plus 5x divided by 30 into 100. That is taken as equation number 1. Now, Paget's price index number is given by sigma P1 Q1 upon sigma P0 Q1 into 100. And again substituting this value, we will get P01 of P as 10 plus 2x upon 14 into 100 taken as equation number 2. Now by the given condition, that is P01 of L is equal to P01 of P, and the equation 1 and 2 gives 20 plus 5x upon 30 into 100 is equal to 10 plus 2x upon 14 into 100. On both sides 100 is same, so we can cancel this 100 and remove the denominators to the numerators. That is 20 plus 5x into 14 is equal to 10 plus 2x into 30. That is, after opening these brackets on both sides, we will get 280 plus 70x is equal to 300 plus 60x. Now 70x and 60x are taken together. That is 70x minus 60x is equal to 300 minus 280. That is equal to 10x that is 10x is equal to 20. Then x is equal to 20 upon 10 equal to 2. Question number 10. If last payer's price index number is 4 times Paget's price index number, then find the relation between Dorbish-Bowley's and Fisher's price index numbers. So first we will write last payer's price index number and Paget's price index number. P01 of L is equal to sigma P1 Q0 upon sigma P0 Q0 into 100, that is last payer's price index number, and Paget's price index number is P01 of P is equal to sigma P1 Q1 upon sigma P0 Q1 into 100. Now by the given condition, last payer's price index number is equal to 4 times the Paget's price index number. And write the formula on both sides. Sigma P1 Q0 upon sigma P0 Q0 into 100 is equal to 4 times sigma P1 Q1 upon sigma P0 Q1 into 100. On both sides 100 can be cancelled, and we denote we will get sigma P1 Q0 upon sigma P0 Q0 is equal to 4 into sigma P1 Q1 upon sigma P0 Q1. Now we represent the left hand side, that is A, capital A, and the right hand side quantity sigma P1 Q1 upon sigma P0 Q1 as B. That is, by the given equation obtained, we can write A is equal to 4 times B. Now Dorbish-Bowley's price index number can be written as P01 of DB is equal to P01 of L plus P01 of P. that is equal to, that is the arithmetic mean of last pairs and Parse's price index number gives Dorbish-Bowley's price index number. Now P01 of DB is equal to sigma P1 Q0 upon sigma P0 Q0 plus sigma P1 Q1 upon sigma P0 Q1 divided by 2. Or you can directly write these quantities, that is A plus B divided by 2 into 100. So okay, then you don't want to actually write this formula, instead we can use this formula also. And we write A plus B upon 2 here into 100. Now A is equal to what? 4B. Then 4B plus B upon 2 into 100 and 5B upon 2 into 100, 250B. That is P01 of DB is equal to 250B, which is taken as equation number 1. To find the relation, we need Fisher's price index number also. So P01 of F is equal to, write down the formula, sigma P1 Q0 upon sigma P0 Q0 into sigma P1 Q1 upon sigma P0 Q1 into 100. Now first quantity is A and the second quantity is B. So root of A into B is equal to 100, and where A is 4 times B. 4B into B, that is 4B square into 100. 4B square and its square root is 2B into 100, where P01 of F is equal to, therefore P01 of F is equal to 200B. That is equation number 2. Now divide the equation 1 by 2, we get P01 of DB is equal to divided by P01 of F is equal to 250B upon 200B. B can be cancelled here. Then P01 of DB divided by P01 of F is equal to 5 upon 4. That is P01 of DB can be written as 5 upon 4 times P01 of F. Question number 11. If Dorbish-Bowley's and Fisher's price index numbers are 5 and 4 respectively, then find Laspeyres and Parse's price index numbers. Let Laspeyres price index number can be taken as X and Parse's price index number can be taken as Y. Given that Dorbish-Bowley's price index number as 5 and Fisher's price index number as 4. Now we know P01 of L plus P01 of P divided by 2 is Dorbish-Bowley's price index number, and it is taken as X and the second term is Y. So X plus Y upon 2 is equal to 5. From this we will get the equation X plus Y is equal to 10. Consider it as an equation number 1. Now Fisher's index number is the square root of P01 of L into P01 of P is equal to P01 of F, and root of X into Y is equal to 4. Then squaring on both sides will get XY is equal to 16, and from this we can write Y as 16 upon X in terms of X and substitute the value of Y in equation number 1, that is X plus 16 upon X is equal to 10 from equation number 1, and cross multiplying we will get X square plus 16 divided by X, and that divided by X can be taken to the other side, then it will become 10 into X. That is X square plus 16 is equal to 10X, that is X square minus 10X plus 16 is equal to 0, that is X square minus 8X minus 2X plus 16 equal to 0. And by splitting the middle term method, we can factorize this quadratic equation and we will get the factors as x minus 2 and x minus 8 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 2 or x is equal to 8 from this equation. If x is equal to 2, then from equation number 1 y is equal to 8. This is equation number 1. And if x is equal to 8, then from equation number 1 we will get y is equal to 2. Then that is P01 of L is equal to 8 and P01 of P is equal to 2. Or we can take P01 of P is equal to 8 and P01 of L is equal to 2. This next part is explained in the next video. Thank you.